Solar flares are hitting Earth harder than ever as I'm making this video. Could they be silently messing with our health? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how these powerful solar events are messing up with our health. From the moment they explode on the sun to the hidden but real ways they affect our bodies. We need to understand the type of activity the sun has. Like, for example, the CME, which is stands for coronal mass ejection and solar flare. So what is the difference? I'm going to be playing a series of clips made by NASA. It explains well the difference. This is to show you when a flare exploded, the effect on the Earth. Did you see it doesn't touch the Earth, but there's like a space in between the planet Earth and the disturbance. That's the magnetic field of the Earth. That is what is protecting us and it's not making the planet Earth look like the moon. The moon doesn't have atmosphere. So this is how the solar flare going to affect the magnetic Earth and then affect us because we, human, has a magnetic field like the planet Earth. So then the question is, how do we feel the impact? There's the flares and the coronal mass ejection. So the flare is energy that you can feel immediately after 8 minutes of the explosion. Like the coronal mass eject particle. The particles are called positive ion. It takes like 3 or 8 days to linger longer on the atmosphere. And what this is going to cause inflammation, fatigue, and stress. When the atmosphere is charged, radio communication device won't work. It's like a TV with the wires of a radio communication device. When it's charged with electricity, or we call it static, it won't work. Same thing, our body doesn't work when there's a lot of charged electricity, yet you block the communication. So when the internal organs are not connected, we can function efficiently. So it's low on energy. And when your body's low in energy, you begin to get tired and sick. People are getting sick over and over. Young people are just getting cancer that elderly people used to have. And that is a problem with the immune dysfunction. Also, solar flare affect your mind, brain fog, anxiety, forgetfulness, depression, suicide, and violence, because chronic stress hurt your overall health. The solar flares is causing the constant stress on top of our already stressful life. Do we need that? It's a fact. Chronic stress leads to chronic diseases. Every medical institution knows this, and so should you. Chronic stress leads to many diseases. In the physical dimension, it leads to heart disease, creating heart attack, high blood pressure, and stroke. Also, obesity, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, chronic pain, digestive issues like ulcer, irritable bowel syndrome, indigestion, and heartburn, headaches, and muscle tension. And the mental dimension, it leads to chronic anxiety, depression, addiction to alcohol, nicotine, prescription drugs, the internet, food, and gambling. Other conditions linked to chronic stress include metabolic syndrome, sleep problem with memory and focus, and susceptibility to cancer. But here's what nobody's talking about. Solar flares are a source of invisible stress. The solar flares is causing the constant stress on top of our already stressful life. Do we need that? Since 2020, as the solar activity increased, So has my blood pressure. What started as occasional blood pressure spikes because I was tired or emotional now has become persistent high blood pressure that won't come down without medication. Some will say, oh, you're just aging. But I reject that explanation because as a physician, I know how to prevent chronic diseases and I'm in control with my life and I take care of my body. So I'm not under emotional or physical stress and I do not abuse my body. So what else is silently pushing my body to the edge? I believe it's the solar flares. And if I'm right, it isn't just about me, but the public health crisis. And the public should be aware of this. Have you noticed any strange, new, or recurrent symptoms that doctors can't explain? You're not alone because I have asked around and correlated solar flares with their symptoms. And you can watch it in this video here. Therefore, I invite you to join me in a live webinar this Saturday, February 22nd, 2025 at 2 p.m. so you can ask your question, hear the evidence, and find out what you can do to protect your health. So register now and find the link in the description box below. Let me show you how intense this solar activity has been. From the space weather website calendar, notice that last year, 2024, there has been solar flares shooting every single day of the year except for 2 days. Look, everything that is in yellow, red, and dark red
means a solar flare occurred that day.
For comparison, this is just to show you when the sun is quiet. This was in December 2019, and 2025 isn't slowing down. Every single day we have had a solar flare. Look at February records. February records only go up to the 15th, and I'm recording this video here on the 17th, and it's still happening. We have 2 more years of this ahead. So the question isn't if it will affect you, it's how you prepare. So if your health is worsening, new strange symptoms appearing in your body, then don't wait. Join me live in this webinar for free this Saturday, February 22nd, 2025 at 2 p.m. Learn what's happening and how to protect your health and not to age so fast. Register now. The link is in the description box below. And see you there.